Lordship.
Whether aided institution or not.
Yes,
No,
that
aided institution are eligible for the UGC guidelines.
Eligibility for aid. That is also covered.
That UGC.
There is a minimum qualification of appointment of lecturers in non-government aided college, whether as per the UGC guidelines or not. Here is the appointment is the postgraduate with 55% mark. But UGC guidelines says in degree colleges, postgraduate with NET or PhD.
Whether that extends to these people or not is the question.
Yes,
Whether that
ma'am.
applies to them or not is the question.
Yes, madam.
You mean to say only colleges which are receiving UGC grant, that alone are governed by the UGC regulations. Rest of them are not governed by the UGC regulations. Is it your case?
This is the argument of the state. But my argument is
that is
that.
our plea.
Your argument.
But my argument is that once the state is adopted the UGC
So
regulation.
suppose you see it is not, if it is a level playing field, you are not thinking about the other part. State has reduced. Suppose your argument is that state has reduced the eligibility criteria less than the prescribed by UGC.
Yes, madam.
Whether that is
So
permitted.
you are more qualified.
Yes, madam.
So there is level playing field for you.
No, what is the minimum?
Because you want that I have secured 60%. I'm taking a rough example. They have secured 59%. They should not be allowed to compete.
No, my lord, that is not issue.
Then there is
Yes,
certification
that the-
required also. If you allow all of you compete, because it is not based on your qualification or degree or percentage.
No, my lord.
The UGC regulation says.
UGC regulation says for appointment of teachers in colleges, degree colleges, it should be postgraduate with
Any-
NET or PhD.
With NET or
PhD.
PhD. NET is National
Eligibility test
Yes,
in concerned subject.
in concerned subject, of course. Or PhD.
PhD in concerned subject.
But in
But
that,
here-
in this, there is no such.
Here is a case,
Yes.
so far the state of Odisha is concerned. In fact, the aided colleges are concerned. There are different type of aided colleges. These are all block grant colleges. Block grant colleges means a substantial sum total of the amount is being given towards the salary, a part of that. The rest part is to be borne out by the respective
Management
managements.
itself.
Now the whole question is, the advertisement which was made, that is in terms of the state rule. That means the minimum requirement 55%.
Which is less than UGC.
This is less than. UGC has a different type of regulation so far the qualification is concerned. Whether now the advertisement has been quashed, one advertisement was quashed, the other advertisement because they have got the appointment that was allowed, that was squashed on the ground that UGC regulation has not been followed. So now the question for consideration is, if the state has followed the UGC's regulation in respect of a particular category of institution, certainly the UGC's whatever guideline or regulation is applicable. And so, once the UGC regulation is applicable, then they are entitled to get the UGC scale of pay. They are also required to satisfy the requirements of educational qualification. So these are matters to be considered by your lordship vis-a-vis the state's laws and the
Central law.
Yes. If there is a conflict, definitely central law will prevail. If there is no conflict and there cannot be reconciliation, there can be reconciliation, which is being followed in the state of Odisha for a long time, that your lordship will decide.
254,
Yes,
4, 3 or 4.
Yes.
No legislation.
Knowledge.
Means there is no chance, one can argue, there is no chance this
Conflict of
conflict.
What Apex Court said in 2011 was, in addition to UGC requirement, state can prescribe additional.
Yes. Higher qualification can be prescribed, that is
Yes. But whether state can prescribe less than what UGC has.
Yes, that is one
That
point.
is the question.
That's it. Provided state has a right also, as they have taken the plea, that they have said that the UGC is applicable in respect of this type of institutions.
And for others, it is not applicable. Let us see the UGC regulations. themselves.
Yes,
That is what the core issue. Whether
Let us see the UGC regulations.
Yes.
How they say.
that has been clarified in the single judge
Saying that they should be followed.
Yes, that's part relying on the various judgment. Your lordships, there is several judgment has been in favor of the UGC guideline has
This
to
side
prevail over
concern that is there.
And the single judge has held that is applicable. And recently, my lord, 2 to 4 days back,
You appear for UGC.
UGC. 2 to 4 days back, Punjab Supreme Court has held that the UGC regulation has bound to be applicable in each states because of the standard maintained in the standard.
That Mr. Rautray concedes.
Yes.
That is his opening argument.
Yes.
That is definitely applicable.
1992.
But can there be suppose then Mr. Satpathy?
Yes.
Let us take a statistical aspect. May not be relevant also. How many candidates clear NAT to be eligible to get employment?
That is not. That is quite. That is quite.
Not quite. Suppose you have thousands seats of lecturers. You have 2,000 NAT qualified candidates. Fair enough. You have 1,000 lecturers, 100 NAT qualified candidates.
Right.
They are not made ineligible as far as state colleges are concerned. That I was asking him. He could not get it.
No.
Is this prescription makes other NAT candidates ineligible? If the answer is yes, then it has to be struck down. It gives a level playing field for all.
All.
Suppose the second category could be that suppose there are 2,000 NAT candidates and 1,000 vacancies as far as lecturers are concerned. Then there is a case also. But NAT eligibility, like it was earlier not there, MPhil was there, MPhil has been able. It is also kind of it's a kind of a journey for a person who is studying. PhD is awarded in 10 years at times. That's my what I have seen.
Yes.
I can vouch for that I have seen it takes 10 years for a research paper to be completed, presented, and all these things. So suppose we make it 10 PhD for teaching. Then where are those teachers having PhD and NAT?
But if there is a
Suppose
if there is available can
it's not availability. The person who is having PhD and NAT qualification, he is anyhow entitled.
Right.
If your case is that state government regulation makes them ineligible.
No, that is not there. Nobody's case.
There.
In fact, learned single judge says they are applicable.
They are applicable. UGC is applicable.
Whether UGC is applicable or not.
Applicable, then sir, these other candidates go out of the competition.
That is exactly.
Suppose if they do not have qualification.
That
Sir,
is,
they have
that is
basic
the-
qualification.
that is what point out Justice House
Sir,
expressed.
they are having they are postgraduates. They are postgraduates 55%. Whether they will clear NAT or PhD, that's the question.
No, because of apex court. There are at least half a dozen judgments of the apex court. I may not be able to name
Yes,
them.
Miller. Recent judgment.
So far, the state of Odisha is
There is one book, Arul Selvam, Law of Education Code. He has given all sets of the judgments. Arul Selvam, a Madras.
14th July, Sanam Kunda said, Mandir Singh and others, relying on the
Mandir Singh.
Yes,
Correct.
So, Mr. Satpathy, have you examined the case law on this?
Yes, no, that has been referred by the
Learned single judge.
What has been referred?
that has been referred that UGC's guideline is applicable because this state.
UGC guideline applicability is they are not questioning also.
No, they are not in 1992. Milord.
They are questioning that by exclusively allowing UGC NAT qualified candidates, prior to these candidates, there are lecturers also.
Yes.
Then
Then when we start the 1992, Milord,
I
the
think Minor Justice House rightly put that question. Suppose there are 8,000 lecturers are required in these college. And so far the NAT qualified candidates are concerned or PhD candidates are
Or
concerned.
500.
500. This is the problem.
Suppose we need about 100 pilots. But pilot education is completed only by 25. You mean to say 75 should be appointed because the
I will let me tell you
My
frankly.
humble service.
So please listen and you can understand. I may be having more data than you. Please understand that.